So Pete, we go to Indian Arms and Armor of Max Mayer-Ahrdorff. So this is all also, there were different maces, and again, they took everything out and shields. Look at this. This is a hide shield, Pete, but look how they made it.
Oh, so that this has been wet pressed into a mold and then decorated.
Yes.
That's unusual.
Unusual.
With hide, if you're doing this with rawhide or vegetable tan leather, this can make a very strong surface. But it's got tigers all the way around it.
Oh, yeah. All of them. And in the sun, right?
Yeah, I mean, fish, tigers, and the sun.
Yes.
The thing that about this is I haven't seen any shields like this.
Yes.
This is quite rare and at a very high level of skill.
Yes, quite rare. Yes, very high levels.
It's impressive. It's very impressive.
Please take a look at these ones. These are also late Qatar, right? Jamatar Qatari or Jandahar, as we say in Persian, De Khoda. This is the one, do you remember, Bede, which opens?
Oh, yeah, the pop out. Yeah.
Yes, you remember. We call it scissors Qatar, the collectors, right?
Yeah. I think it's look, it's really made to show off how skilled the knife maker is, and to show your friends, look at my knife. But its rationale is that when it's spread out, it's really good at catching other blades.
Yes.
So you've got this kind of trident coming off your wrist, so somebody strikes it with a sword and you can block it. But of course, these are not very solid.
No, they are not very solid. Absolutely.
So in practice, you wouldn't really want to try that. It would not do you very much good.
And please take a look at these ones.
Yeah.
This is a solid mace, flanged mace.
Yeah. The Indians, as far as I know, are the only people that put knuckle guard grips on their maces.
Yes, we don't have it in Iran. Exactly. Yes.
No, you don't have it in Europe either.
No.
Yet, when you think about it, if you're in a serious fight, that could be quite useful.
Yes.
The two picks, Zagnak, they're serious weapons.
They are. Oh yeah, they are very serious. So, both of them have very good blade speed. This one as well, Bede, the mace is really solid. This mace is solid.
Oh yeah. Look, if somebody is strong enough to use a mace flexibly, that they can move it around well, you're in a lot of danger. I mean, it doesn't move as fast as the sword, but it's very hard to stop if it's coming towards you. Your best option with a mace is to get out of the way.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know if you remember the scene in one of the Lord of the Rings movies where someone's holding up a shield and someone's whacking it with a flexible-ended mace. That's not what you do. You don't stand there and put your shield up and let the mace hit it. You push the mace out of the way so it doesn't hit your body.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because maces, I mean, obviously if somebody swings at you and misses, it's very hard for them to recover and come back because maces are hard to stop. But if they are coming in a direct line for your body, you want to deflect it away, not try and absorb the blow. That is a nice shield.
Yes. Painted metal shield. Very nice.
Is it painted or enameled? It looks enameled.
Yeah, it could enameled as well. You're right, right.
Yeah, if it doesn't matter, it's really attractive. Um, it's what can I say? There's a tradition that certainly in the late 19th century, the second half of the 19th century in India, that a lot of shields were made to sell to rich Englishmen when they want something to hang on their wall when they come back from India. Uh, there were quite a lot of shields made for fighting, but the really decorative ones are often made for export,
Yeah,
so
of
to speak.
course,
But
of
not
course.
export like you didn't ship them to England, you sold them to English people in India
Yeah,
um, because they wanted to remember the good times, so
yeah.
to speak.
Look at this one.
Uh,
This is also a very nice one, no?
oh, that'd be nasty. See, the thing is, some of this I think is psychological. It's this psychological effect of seeing someone swinging something like that at you. You might rationally think it's going to be really hard to hit me, but at some deep level, your mind saying, "I don't want to be hit by that.
No,
Let's
God,
get out.
no.
Let's get out of. Let's get out of the way of this guy."
It not only crushes you, it leaves so many holes in you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
perforated.
Yes.
Is
And
that?
look, these
Is
are
that?
very average toolbar, but they're solid blade speed.
Well, this is it. I mean, India produced a lot of. I mean, you've got the really beautiful blades, and you've got blades that look plain that are actually quite complex in their structure, like Wood's blades that look, when they're bright polished, they look just like a standard steel blade. But when you etch them, you realize it's really high grade woods. So you've got that. And these are very simple. They're not very curved for tool wise, they're quite simple. But the grips, which are manufactured separately,
Yeah.
see those big disc pommels. These are very good when you're fighting with a tool. The other thing I noticed is just below the shield is some kind of parrying device, like a
Yes,
mudri or
that's
something.
interesting. I just wanted to discuss it with you. This
Good.
is very interesting, right? I wish I
The,
had more pictures, close-up pictures. Let me see. Oh, this is okay. Let me see if
oh, that's a nice picture.
I don't. Oh yeah, here, Pete. Look.
Yeah, that's so. Is that metal balls on a steel
Yes,
bar or
balls.
something like
Solid balls, Pete. This is a heavy
that?
weapon. Solid.
So it's probably carried in the left hand.
Yeah,
It's to stop strikes against you with the other person's sword.
yeah.
But you've got two additional things you can do. The solid metal balls would mean it's got a lot of inertia. So if a sword hits it, it's not deflected back
No,
easily.
no, it's heavy. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And if you get and you're fighting and you get close to someone, you can just whack them,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's going to really do a lot of damage. Plus, you've got a blade, so you can punch them as well. I mean, in India, there's a lot of different parrying weapons
Yeah, no.
that have often 2 points and sometimes a spike on the grip as well.
Pete,
Uh,
does it, I mean, it's a very, wild assumption. Sometimes when I look, you know, when you look and compare Persian and Japanese, they seem to be traditional. There are not many different types, okay, in general. But when you look at
yes,
China and India, they're again similar to each other. They have thousands of different types, right?
I think that there's two things to think about there. One is both Iran and Japan are fairly compact,
Yes.
so therefore there are not there are regional styles,
Yeah.
but there's not a huge number. India is a whole continent. We call
Yes.
it the subcontinent,
Yeah.
but effectively it's a whole continent.
It is.
It's got hundreds of different cultures.
Yes.
Each one was trying to produce
Yeah.
something that suited their style of fighting. They had hundreds of schools of fencing and wrestling and archery and whatever. It was a very diverse thing. And China is the same. China is there from north to south, from east to west. There are just lots of different influences and cultural
Yes.
um, focuses.
Yes.
Plus the fact both of them were very big on manufacturing stuff locally.
Yes.
So both in China and India, you could have quite sophisticated industries in one particular area,
Yeah.
and the next area would do it all differently, and therefore you would get different kinds of things.
Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, and of course they traded amongst each different section, which is why you can get lots of Tolwa hilts with very different sword blades.
Yes.
Because
Absolutely.
maybe the Tolwa hilts are all being made in one area and being shipped everywhere else.
Yes.
I'm not
Absolutely.
saying that from knowledge. I have studied a bit of trade networks in um, India in the 17th and 18th centuries, but
Pete,
they're very, very complex.
this one has also very solid blades, simple but completely solid. You know.
There's a whole, from the 16th through to the early 19th century, there's a whole slew of high quality uh, katas with um, incredibly strong blades. When you look at how the handle works, you would think the blade is so much stronger than the handle, but those handles work really well.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
I mean, they look as though they'd be uncomfortable, thin metal bars against your palm. They're not. They're really comfortable because the sidebars go up the side of your arm, or you hold it so it's at an angle and they come out the back. It's actually really easy to control.
Look at the shield, Pete.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to advertise how rich you are and how powerful you are, a shield is a really good way of doing it. I mean,
Oh, Pete,
and
look at that.
I assume that this mace, despite its very violent approach, is like a big flower.
It is. Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's impressive. The
Beautiful.
other mace looks as though the head is on upside down
Yeah.
because see how the hooky parts are going up, and
Yes.
normally on a mace they would be coming down. So when you
Down.
hit, they
I
gradually.
think it
It's
was remounted in the wrong way, right? Should be
That's very possible. I mean,
possible.
sometimes these things come in pieces.
Yeah.
And it becomes very difficult if you're a curator in the 19th century to work out how these things are put together.
Yes. Yes. It was in the 19. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're very nice. Oh, there's some interesting, like uh, tribal style axes.
Yeah.
When I say tribal, when we're talking about India, there are whole cultures that are in separate little areas that have their
Yes.
own design of weapons, their own culture, their own literature, their own
Yes.
um, artistic styles. India
Yes.
is just so full of different things all
Yes.
in together. I'm really surprised by the Qatar mounted on a long handle.
Yeah. I've. This is the first time I've seen that in any museum.
I have never seen that before in my life.
I don't even know
I,
why.
it, it kind of at a level reminds me of those arrowheads that look like little Qatars,
Ah.
but no, it's it's clearly because of the shape of the handle, it can be used striking as well as stabbing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
of course, the
Absolutely.
edge of a Qatar can be really brought up to a high level of sharpness.
But why did they have that? What's the reason?
I have no idea. Somebody might have inherited a Qatar but wanted something else and gone to the village blacksmith and said, handle on that. I mean, uh,
Yeah. Yeah. You're
it's
right.
got me beat. The
But
other Qatar below it, is that a Qatar that comes apart, or is it?
yes. Yes. They're true. Look at this bead. This is the
Yeah.
one which is slender blade goes into this blade which serves as
Oh,
a
right.
scabbard
Yeah.
for this one. So then it goes in and then you have one Qatar. But they're put out, you see? So you see it that way.
I had a friend once that had a large card, and it was dark watered steel and inlaid with gold. But you could open the pommel, and inside the pommel, when you opened it out, it had a watered steel pen, watered steel knives, scissors
Wow.
for cutting paper for when you're writing letters, tweezers for plucking your beard, everything, and it was all fitted inside the hand. But it looked like a single piece.
Beautiful. Yes.
And and this was made in India. I mean, it imitated a Persian style because that
Yes.
was fashionable at the time.
Yes.
But it was the Indian workmen really liked showing how you could fit things together. It's
Yes.
like the kind of, I'm trying to think of the name of the popular toy group, Transformers. it's kind of like the Transformers of weapons.
Yes.
Uh, and it just, I mean, it showed off how skilled you were. And again, because weapons were worn as fashion accessories in India, as well as actual functional weapons, uh, you could be drinking tea with your friends and pull out your Qatar and go, look at this. And people would be, it'd be a talking point. It's like in Japan, they did similar things. They had, swords that were looked like a normal sword. You pull them out, they had complex fooling on the blades or dragons or Vajra symbols or whatever. So these were things where people that understood weapons would use them just as a piece for conversation or whatever. Above the Qatars is a madu, which is a
Yeah.
shield mounted with ibex horns. And again, it's for those horns are really good. If you can't get your shield up high enough, they will catch a blade.
Yes, they will. It's very nice
It's
one.
a very practical, and you can stab with them as well if you get
Yes.
really angry. Um, Pretty amazing.
Look at these.
The on the other side,
Look at
sorry,
these ones. These, excuse me. The sharpened side is here, and this
yeah,
one other way around. You know?
yeah. This is, I mean, a classic thing in Indian weapons is that they experimented with shapes. It's hard to say. Both of these axes were probably meant for fighting without armor,
Yeah, yeah.
and they would have done a lot of damage. You see old photographs of and I'm using the word tribal. I'm not trying to say that they were primitive. I'm just saying that their social grouping was organized differently. Warriors who are wearing dhoti and a shirt, no armor, barefoot, and they're carrying really sharp steel weapons, which, if you were fighting amongst yourselves, would be cutting huge chunks out of your enemy.
Yeah.
And if they got close to you, huge chunks out of you.
Yes.
Um, I see that there are some Nepali style weapons,
Yes.
a very wide bladed kukri,
Yes. Yeah.
and one of the ceremonial. When I say ceremonial, they were used in sacrifices
Yeah.
for beheading.
Hora. This one.
Yeah, yeah, for
Hora. Yeah.
beheading uh, um, oxen and things like that. Uh, the point being that it was done with a single blow, which is incredibly difficult, and they were perfectly balanced for that act.
Yes.
British officers, when they're in Nepal and places like that, would occasionally comment on the incredibly efficiency, the really remarkable efficiency
Yeah.
that was demonstrated in these
Yeah.
sacrifices,
Absolutely.
where a normal sword would go halfway through and just stop.
Stop.
But
Yeah.
these are not for fight. Well, I mean, that thing is not for fighting. It's for religious purposes. Um,
And look at this
but there's
bead.
an Ankus,
Yeah.
quite stylized. I
Yeah.
see there's a khanjar
Yeah.
just below the shield too, with a fully metal grip.
Yeah.
It's a really and off to the lower left side is a kanjali.
Yes. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
I can maybe get a bit.
really
Okay.
excellent fighting though. Oh, look at
Look
how
at the
beautifully
blade
that's
bead.
made.
This is so
Yeah,
sharp and sturdy. I remember that when I had it in my.
yeah, a thick diamond section. And the transition where it goes from blade into the base of the blade, look at how beautifully they've managed that. That's turned into a sculpture.
Yeah.
And then a mace head as a hammer. But because obviously, you've got to be careful with weapons like this. And I use that again advisedly. If you hit someone with the sharp bit in the middle of a battle, you might have a lot of trouble getting it back out.
Yeah.
Whereas if you hit them with the hammer side, you'll knock them senseless.
Yeah.
If they're wearing armor, you try the sharp bit to see if you can get into a gap in the armor.
Yeah.
Uh, and if you don't think you're that accurate, you hit them with the other side because the impact is like being hit by a hammer,
Yeah. Absolutely.
and it doesn't feel good. But that's very elegant. Oh, look at that! Oh,
Look
the
at this.
steel grip. That that is beautifully made.
Yeah. Beautiful. Look at this
I
one.
wonder how. Oh! Wow, that is really
Two
nice.
tigers or lions. I don't remember. Right?
Yeah.
Look,
No, that's
sitting
really
there.
good.
Yeah.
I I often wonder when I see things like that, did somebody come to the swordsmith or whatever and say, I want something that looks like this?
I
Or did
don't
the
know.
swordsmith go to the Maharaja's palace and show him a picture? I can make one of these. Do you want? I mean, is it craftsman initiated or patron initiated?
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
some of these things are so amazing, it's really hard to
Amazing.
say. Hmm.
Yes. And also a nice shield again.
Oh yeah, that is a nice shirt. But
So
see, anyone would be happy to have that hanging on their wall, wouldn't they?
yeah, absolutely. And this one, look at this one, Beat.
Oh, that's even. I mean, it's less colourful, but more intricate.
More intricate, yeah. Look how
Yeah, that
intricate.
somebody with real skill has designed that.
Yeah, really nice.
And again, see how it's got the curved lips on the side. So, as a practical shield,
Yeah,
that would catch points rather well.
yes, absolutely. And
Again,
look at this, Beat.
oh yes, yes, a bichwa.
Yes,
These are the. I've seen an African one. I haven't. I almost owned it, but customs decided it was a World War One trench knife. But the African ones like this. So you put your hand in. You've got a knuckle guard. You've got a dagger. See the little button?
yeah.
In African ones, they use that to draw a bowstring as
Mhm.
an arrow release. The Indians, I don't think, ever did that. This was purely a hand-to-hand weapon. But
Yes.
in Africa, they had worked out, wait a minute, we can make a bow release. I mean, you just got to admire people's
Yeah,
ingenuity. I love that shield.
yeah. This we talked in the beginning, and this is a very simple
Yeah.
one. This one is really simple, you know.
Yeah, but still effective.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
This is the thing. These are very good shields for, I mean, if you're fencing, like sword and shield fencing,
Yeah,
they're really good for that because
yeah,
um, they they allow you to protect your hands, catch the enemy's blade, and strike the enemy when they're effectively disarmed because their sword is trapped by your shield or deflected by your shield. Oh, so the close-ups you can definitely see how uh, the inner kata fits into the outer kata,
yes,
and I assume it slides all the way down. It looks like
yes,
a ordinary kata when
yes,
it's all closed up and it's
yes,
partially open, so you can see how it works. You can actually see how the sidebars slot inside each other.
yes. Very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, as well. Yeah. Very interesting.
it's pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah. And this one, look, Vid.
Oh, this is like a South Indian one with a
Yes.
buck guard and a hook.
Yes, hooded one. Yeah.
Yeah, they must be very good in fighting because
Yeah.
imagine that you've got a sword in one hand and that in the other hand. You can intercept your enemy's sword. You can punch them. You
Yeah.
can cut them. Because
Yeah.
what people forget about katas is that when you've got a grip like that, your ability to cut really strongly is greatly enhanced compared to just holding a knife and trying to cut like that.
Yeah.
Um, they're I often think I watch some videos from South India on Kalari showing people practicing with katas, and they were really focused on cutting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd never thought of that because I'm like most Westerners. When I see these things, I think, oh, stab.
Vid, look
But
here.
yeah, concealed blade in the handle of something. This
Yeah.
is from the Ankas.
Yes.
That was a really common thing. Like those fakir's crutches that you leaned on, often you could unscrew and take a blade out. Um, well, in Europe, they had sword canes, which is
Yeah.
the same idea.
Yes.
But maces, like in Poland, maces often had a little dagger that would come out of the handle as well. Now, I'm not quite sure when you've got the time to get that out, but what the hell?
This is,
Again, Chilanum, yeah, that's the correct name for a
yeah.
metal hilted one. Um,
Yeah.
a very good fighting knife.
Yeah.
Um, that particular style, you can punch with the pommel as well as stab with the blade.
Yes. Very nice.
Yeah, they're very good fighting knife. Oh, that's a really good picture. Oh, the blade on that is very decorative too.
Yes.
It's like a Qatar blade,
Yes.
and then they've put a decorative thing. That is, I haven't seen this style of parrying weapon before.
Yeah,
I may have seen drawings of them, but I've never seen a clear photograph where you can actually see how it's made.
yeah.
Makes you wonder, because the handle is round, does it get turned in your hand? I mean, if it had a flatter handle, I think it would be more effective, but maybe the way they used it, they didn't need to worry about that.
Yeah,
That axe on the other side,
yeah.
that's, I mean, the pick side would be very deadly. The axe side, not so sure. It's a short handle. It's meant for, getting in fast and hitting, but
Yeah. Okay,
oh,
we go to Ottoman arms and Caucasian and Ottoman.
oh,
Nice one, huh?
that's a really nice looking scabbard.
Yeah, it
The
is.
sword itself is like a pala,
Yeah, it is. With a
but it's
yeah,
not as sophisticated as some.
yeah.
But is that watering in the steel, or is it
No,
pattern welding in
it
the
is. Yeah, it is a welded steel bead. It is
Yeah,
welded steel.
yeah, yeah. It didn't look like watering to me, but
Yeah, and
see,
look at this.
they're a very nice. If you ever get, well, you have, and I have. If you get to handle swords like that, you realize how well balanced they are.
They're all well balanced bead, and they have
Yeah.
also when I handled them, they're all well balanced, and they have also this Caucasian,
Oh, yeah.
swords. Very nice one.
So Kinjal Kama type knives
Yeah,
are really, I think they're a very old
yeah,
design. You
yeah.
see, when you look at paintings from Central Asia, from Panjakent from the 7th, 8th centuries, often they're wearing a long sword and a shorter sword,
Yes,
which is roughly the same size as a Kinjal. And I wonder if this is a very old Iranian, Sogdian, whatever style that became popular in the Caucasus because it's
yes,
very practical.
yes. Also different blades here. You can see them here.
Yeah, yeah. The offset fullers are really interesting. That
Very.
one, I've got one that's got a blade somewhat like that,
Yeah.
but the hilt is, I was going to say low grade silver, maybe high grade tin. It's not anywhere there. It's nice as a horn one or a wooden. I should remount it one day when I've got
And
the time.
pistols with flintlock, right?
Yeah, but with the European triggers, which is not that common in the Caucasus.
Yeah,
Um, but they probably remounted uh,
yeah.
European ones rather than made them locally.
Yes.
Though it's hard to say. They did make the button ones locally, I think.
Look at
And
the
look at
right
that
side.
silver, yeah, and the silver mounted matchlock
Yes,
musket looks highly attractive. Not
yes.
matchlock, sorry, flintlock.
Flintlock, yeah.
What am I doing?
Yes.
Yeah, the Gather guns are really
Yes.
quite nice too.
Very. We are going to see more
Have they,
pictures of the Yatagans. Look here.
yeah,
Look at this
yeah.
bead.
So there's all different styles of Yataghan hill, all totally authentic, but just showing you that people made them in different ways.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I like. Please take a look at that. This is the classical one, what we associate with
Yeah,
Yatagan, the top as well. But look at the one before, below. I mean, look,
yeah.
it's like
That's really quite interesting. It functionally would act the same way, but it's a whole different design.
yes, and this one is
Um,
straight. You see that? Almost.
yeah, that's yeah, almost straight. I mean, some of the early Ottoman ones were almost straight, but the edge side of the blade was curved. The back was almost straight.
Yes.
This one is almost. I mean, if you mounted it with a Afghan hilt, it would look like a Khyber knife.
Yes,
Uh,
exactly. That's right. Very nice. And look.
yeah, very nice looking pistols, and the blade of that Balma on the right is really quite interesting too.
Very.
Curved blades, I've seen a few. Um, I wouldn't say it's very common though, but
Yeah.
that might be it might be a particular area that they like curved
Yeah.
blades. I'm raising my voice in a question because I don't know. Uh, the pistol nicely mounted, and that's a is that a matchbox or a bullet box or
Yes.
whatever? Um, oh, that's good. That's a good photograph.
And we have a so-called Kaskara blade here from Sudan.
Yeah, yeah,
Sort of, I mean, yeah. I don't know
yeah,
what it's
yeah.
doing here, but
Oh, somebody brought it home when they went to Egypt as a mercenary and went down to Sudan and brought it back as a.
look how beautiful they are.
Yeah, see, Yatagans and Turkish pronunciation is Yatan, I
Yeah,
think. Um, they're a they're not quite a sword, not quite a knife,
yeah,
but a practical thing,
yeah, very,
particularly in close fighting. I think
yeah,
because you can move them around really well,
yeah,
and because of the recurve of the blade, they cut really efficiently.
very. And then
So
this
North
Morocco.
African
Yeah,
Jambia type daggers at the bottom.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I'm not quite sure. The upper blades, I'm not quite sure. I don't recognize the style
Yeah.
at all.
And look at this ones. Okay, this ones, you see that bit?
Oh, yeah. People like their guns.
Yeah. And now look at it.
Again,
We go again to more
oh,
yatagans.
wow.
They are not an exhibition. If you go down there in the inventory, they have many swords,
Hmm. And again, look at the different hilt styles. There's just so many hilt styles. And look at the scabbard mounts. They're all different.
all different. Yeah, yeah. This one has Simduzi bead.
Yeah, that's striking because you don't see that often on Yatan
Yeah.
scabbards. But of course, they knew how to do it.
Look,
Oh, yeah, the mountings on those are beautiful.
very beautiful. Look at this. Unbelievable.
You see all these etchings and paintings from the 19th century with
Yes.
people with a yataghan and a pair of pistols stuck into their sash.
Yeah.
Um, it would be quite intimidating.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'm just looking at the decoration on the bottommost blade.
Yeah.
It's very calligraphic. I
Very,
mean, it's really nice.
very nice. Take a, let me see if I can show you more. Here, for example, let me see. No, here not. You see that bead, all of them?
Oh yeah, inlaid with coral on the back, some of it gone, but
Yeah.
still. And the blade, again, it's a different style of engraving than you get on swords.
Yeah. Different.
It's more uh, plant-like and flowery. This style of engraving on the top one is similar to my parlor blade,
Yes.
which we think is Balkan, um,
Yeah. It
but I'm
says
not sure.
Amal al-Hajj Muhammad Sahib Osman. The work of Hajj Muhammad, the owner Osman,
Ah,
here on top.
is that a date on the
Yes,
extreme?
I can
Yeah,
read 1255.
yeah, yeah.
1255.
This is a very convenient thing for collectors that the Smiths went to the trouble of putting the dates on for us.
And the name of the owner is also there.
Oh yeah, one of the bows in the Grayson collection at one end had in gold made by such and such, and at the other end had the name of the owner and the date that the bow was made and the date that the owner was given the
Yes.
bow.
This
So
one's
it had two
silver
different dates.
inlay. Amale Ibrahim. That's very interesting for you. Amale
Oh yeah.
Ibrahim, Sahib Ibrahim. The work of Ibrahim, the owner Ibrahim. So the question is, were there two Ibrahims or did he make it for himself?
Well, it wasn't that uncommon a name.
No, Ibrahim was very common, you're right.
Yeah. Just the decoration has. I know it's got no relationship at all. It's got a vaguely Viking look to it.
Yes.
Yeah, uh,
Yes.
it's yeah. I mean, it's rustic in the sense that this is not the very high quality that you would get in Istanbul, but it's very nice.
Yes.
It's
This
really
one,
attractive.
it says
Hmm.
1238. So 1238 Hijra, right, is here. Then Amale Osman, Sahib Sahib Ali. The work of Usman, the owner Ali. And Tawakkulat
Very
ala al-Khalisi al-Mullah. Put your trust in Mullah Khalis, something like that. Very interesting.
could it be some uh could this be from the Caucasian Wars when
Yeah.
um the Circassian Adige mullahs were this is a stretch, but it kind of makes sense that you'd have something put your trust in the mullah.
Yeah, because we
We're
have
talking,
from Quran, Tawakkulat ala Allah, put your trust in God. That's part of Quran. But now they
yeah,
changed it. Tawakkulat ala al-Khalisi al-Abda, I think, something like that. So they changed it. Yeah,
yeah.
very interesting. Very interesting. But 1238, that's also dated.
So that's in the. Wait a minute, I would do a quick calculation.
Yes. 1238. That would be interesting
I
to
don't,
know.
it depends.
Hmm?
Oh dear, something's gone wrong. Uh it's I do hate artificial intelligence. Um, it changed AH into angel numbers, which I don't even know what they are, but 1822 to 1823.
Oh, yeah.
That would actually make sense with the Caucasian Wars. So
Yeah.
there might actually be some connection. This might be quite historical in the sense that when the Russians tried to, when the Tsar tried to, it wasn't the Russians themselves, it was the Tsar, tried to basically kill all the Circassians. They had some groups of Circassians allied with the Tsar
Yeah.
and some groups that were independent.
Yeah.
And they decided it was easier to kill everybody than try and work out who was their friends and who was their enemies.
Yes.
And hundreds of thousands of people were killed. The ones that weren't killed outright were starved to death, and whoever could got away to Turkey, where they were at least
Look at,
they were employed because Circassians were considered to be excellent soldiers.
and this one says Amale Aghan, the work of Aghan, Sahib Osman, the owner Osman. And it's also dated 1256. 1256. So it's also
Yeah,
dated.
yeah.
It's
This
nice,
is
right?
it's good. It's a nice look at how it's a nice blade. The
Yeah.
decoration is very nice.
And this is another one.
The That looks like walrus ivory. The hilt.
Yes, it is walrus.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
yeah,
Very intricate.
yeah. See, making those hilts must have been quite difficult
Yeah,
because they're very three-dimensional.
yeah, very
I
difficult.
mean, when you make an ordinary hilt, that's quite simple, but that's really quite hard.